desire. Ted's manifesto is similar to Illu's message, but carries a far more radical solution with it.
Shit?
Notably, the manifesto is aware of its radical tone, accompanied by an annotation that explains that the manifesto contains imprecise and general sweeping statements, and that it should be taken as a crude approximation of reality. It then opens with the Unabomber's own theory of history. He believes that small changes to long-term trends are simply transitory, and that changes large enough to permanently affect a trend can also change society as a whole. However, he suggests the side effects, unwelcome or not, of any large-scale change is entirely unpredictable. Likewise, he argues that new societies cannot be designed, and finally, that people do not choose the form of their own society, a popular rejection of social contract theory. The opening line, "The Industrial Revolution and its consequences have been a disaster for the human race," conveys the sentiment of the entire piece. Ted specifically argues 3 instances in which technology has degraded humanity. Firstly, it has destabilized society through the erosion of freedom. The system requires the regulation of human behavior in order for it to function. But what is freedom according to him? Freedom means being in control, either as an individual or as a member of a small group, of the life and death issues of one's existence: food, clothing, shelter, and defense against whatever threats there may be in one's environment. Freedom means having the power to control the circumstances of one's own life. Secondly, industrial society has created an unfulfilling life for many. People spend their days engaged in what he calls surrogate activities, such as entertainment consumption, political activism, and science. These are all activities that are in the service of technology rather than humanity, according to Ted. Here he also takes a clear aim at leftists, which he defines as socialists, collectivists, feminists, and gays, who he feels have fallen prey to over-socialization
I've had
and
enough.
inferiority.
No more video series.
Specifically,
They're
he
banned.
defines over-socialization
Anyone donating a video
as
that
the
says
process
getting
by which
skipped.
people are trained to think and act as a society demands through the experience of guilt. Leftists tend to take part in various activities to alleviate the guilt, such as small-scale reform or advocating for minority groups, without ever considering the serious or drastic measures actually required to solve these issues. The leftist is anti-individualistic, pro-collectivist. He wants society to solve everyone's problems for them, satisfy everyone's needs for them, take care of them. He also takes aim at conservatives who he feels hypocritically whine about the decay of traditional values, yet enthusiastically support technological progress and economic growth. Finally, the manifesto argues that technology has increased psychological suffering. As he explains, people have a basic need that he calls the power process, which has the 4 ingredients of goal, effort, attainment, and autonomy. However, industrial society disrupts this process by making things either too easy, such as accumulating tech and fashion to feel good, as encouraged by ads, or too difficult, such as making it impossible to control modern issues, such as pollution or the invasion of privacy. Consistent failure to attain goals throughout life results in defeatism, low self-esteem, or depression. Kaczynski's solution is to create stress and instability within society until the whole system collapses. He argues that tapping into sub-societies, such as ghettos and criminal organizations, are crucial in doing this as they threaten the absolute control of the system. He suggests that revolution should be preferred over reform.